Wait, why isn't... Okay. Why does it do that? Okay, so I am now here to talk about, Adrien Agreste, Miraculous. So, what could I say about him, really? What is there to say about this character? Like, I guess he's nice. Here's the biggest problem with how Adrien is handled in Miraculous. Because Miraculous has such a huge emphasis and focus on making Marinette cool girl boss or whatever. Super cool, super reliable, and strong, independent girl boss. Adrien ends up getting little to no focus, so he doesn't really develop much. We don't really get to find out much about him. And thus he isn't really a character. I would more so describe him as a luxury item. What do I mean by that? Hello anime, thank you for joining. I'm talking about Miraculous. Oh, thank you for following too, I guess. I don't know why you would want to follow me. I don't really post much on here. Ya deja de chillar. If you keep crying, I'm sending you to your bed. So I would describe Adrien to be a bit more like a luxury item. What do I mean by that? I mean, he is like something you use to show off that basically you're superior or something like that. Like how people buy certain things from certain brands to show off. Oh, hello Alice, thank you for joining. Or like how people buy certain things from certain brands to show off, like how women buy bags from Louis Vuitton, or how men buy cars from certain lines, like Ferraris or something. That is kind of what Adrien is. He is something that is like an object that is used to make certain people look a certain way. So Marinette, who is his stalker, is actually shown to be this person who truly loves and cares about him. And that is how he is used for her. Depending on what the writers feel like, Adrien is used either to make Gabriel look like a monster or to make Gabriel look sympathetic. And then there's the other characters like Lila. Lila is interested in Adrien, but because the show doesn't want Adrien to end up with anyone that isn't Marinette, she is basically revealed to be the terrible person who is only interested in Adrien because he is rich and famous. Okay, I think, why does it do this? Okay. think I fixed it. Okay. And then there's Chloe, who's also someone has an interest in Adrien, and she is then later revealed to not really care about Adrien, to only see him as arm candy to make herself look better. That is what Adrien is. He is like a luxury item that is meant to be made to make people look a certain way, which is really annoying because he's Hawkmoth's son. He is the main villain's son. So the fact that he isn't really a character is a huge problem, because why is he even here if he's not going to do anything other than make certain people look a certain way? Go to your bed, macho. Go to your bed. Orale. Orale. Go to your bed. I know your stomach hurts, but still, you do not have to cry so much. It's almost time for you to go out on a walk, okay? You do not need to be crying. Go to your bed. Orale. Orale. To your bed. Yeah, sorry about that. He isn't relevant to the plot. He can basically be written out of the plot entirely, and it would affect very little because he is not a character. Even as Cat Noir, Adrien is just used to make Marinette Ladybug look better. Go to your bed. What are they? Adrien is just there to make Marinette look better. Sorry, my nose is itchy. And you can tell by this because Adrien never, when I say never, you can literally find no instance of him being able to defeat a villain on his own. He either gets brainwashed or Ladybug has to help him defeat the villains and basically tell him how to use his powers, even though he should be more than capable of doing it. And it's because the show is so obsessed with making Marinette a strong, independent girl boss for other girls to look up to that he ends up becoming wasted. And what it ends up doing is actually hurting girls, because now girls think, oh, I can't be like this person because I can't do it all on my own. I can never be strong or independent because I can't do it all on my own. What the show could really do is say that, hey, needing help is not a bad thing, and have Adrien be a true equal to Marinette, having him being capable of fighting a villain and defeating a villain on his own, having him be capable of helping Marinette and of using his powers without her needing to tell him how to do it. Thank you, Suki, for joining. Thank you for liking the stream too. Thank you for following. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And having him save her, because it's not bad for a guy to save or help a girl. It really isn't. And having it be like, oh, it's so bad for a male to save a female. It's so horrible. No, it really isn't. Oh, why? What? Is this glitching or something? They're just gonna end up hurting more girls because they're gonna think, oh, well, I can't do things like Marinette can. She can do it all without any help, and I can't do it all without any help. But they don't do it. They don't want to because they think that in order to make a good female character, she has to be like super strong, super completely independent girl boss who doesn't need any help. No, thank you, Werebeast Butter, for joining the stream. And that just makes Adrien even more frustrating because what use is he here for? If Marinette can just do it all, why is he even there? Just to be Marinette's boyfriend? Is that it? Is that just the basis of his character? Okay, he's Marinette's boyfriend. Can we please stop focusing on that? Can we just focus on the story and progress it? No, you're just gonna waste more time having Marinette do nonsense for him, over him, and basically reminding us that he exists. Like, think about that. Think about that. What show has to remind you that a certain character exists? Because sometimes the show will pan to Adrien doing something just to remind the audience that he exists. Because he's so irrelevant. He is completely wasted. He is borderline not a character. He might as well... Oh, damn. Thank you for joining the stream, Simon. Well, hey, how are you? I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Oh, thank you for following. I don't really stream a lot on this. I basically do this for like quick little YouTube video things. But yeah. So, like, it just annoys me that they have to basically remind the audience that Adrien is a character that exists in the story. Because if you were a good writer, if you were a good storyteller, you wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't. You wouldn't have to have a character to basically put down to make someone else look better. You wouldn't have to have a character that's basically just a luxury item to make certain people look certain ways. Like, at that point, just don't have the character. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. Like, at this point, Adrien shouldn't even be in the show because he contributes nothing. He does very little to progress the story. He does very little to prove as a character. He does nothing. It's not Thomas Oshirk basically says oh, but we love Superman and he's perfect. First of all, Superman is not perfect. Superman has made a lot of mistakes. I have no idea how to say your name, but hello. I hope you get your 9K subs by the end of the year. But I don't really use this app a lot, so yeah, sorry. But yeah, go follow this person who just joined my stream, the people who followed me for some reason. And like, Superman made a lot. Superman's thing is, he is like a god among men because of his strength, but he was raised by people, good people, to be a good person, and a lot of his conflicts come from his like humanity rather than his like godlike powers. That's what makes him interesting, is his inner conflict. Adrien, because he has so little focus, we don't really get to know a lot about his inner conflict. We don't get to know a lot about his conflicts, period. All we know is that he doesn't like being homeschooled or being a model, and that's about it. Also, he loves Ladybug, and then his love for Ladybug turns into love from Marinette, and that's it. Those are 4 things. 4 things. That is less than one hand. Less than one hand. That's not even a full hand. Like, I have 5 fingers, and I didn't use all 5 of my fingers to count all the things I know about him. Adrien is uninteresting because what are you barking at? Come over here. Sorry, my dog was freaking barking at the neighbors. Yeah, if you hear things in the background, it's probably my dog's whore. The TV, I have the TV on so that they don't bark at people. Okay. Hang on a second. Okay, that's good, I think. And I just find that very annoying. Like, I don't know. But tell me what you think. I am recording this to put it on my YouTube. I highly doubt anyone will find it. Maybe if someone asks, I could link my YouTube here. I'm trying to be better about uploading because, like, I've been, like, kind of depressed and not really doing good on my YouTube because I haven't been uploading yet. That's it then.